What's happening? So my best mate Dubsy, who I've known since he was a little kid, is getting married to his fiancée Ria in Antigua. So let's go and explore the island and join in with all the festivities. Come on!
Travelling, travelling, off we go, it's the travel part of the Edo show. Travelling, travelling, off we go, we're all going travelling.
Jakey, here we go. Here, E and I Scholar event. So I picked up some. It's proper nice and authentic in there. You can tell all the locals are just popping in for some scran. I've gone for pork, barbecue ribs, and I went for steamed vegetables. I've got a coconut dumpling. I got some rice and pea, and what else did I get? I've got something else. Yeah. Anyway, it smells super good. Coconut dumpling. That's what we like. Good evening, campers. So essentially I've done a cheaper version of Antigua. My mates all staying at this 5-star hotel over there. I'm going to try to be a bit sneaky, and I'm going on this trek to get to the back end of the beach where it joins their bar, so I can essentially infiltrate from the back of the hotel and then just blend in with the crowd. I feel like I'm just taken in paradise right now. I don't think I've ever been somewhere so beautiful. Just bliss. It reminds me of the film The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio. Just the sea, look. Just, my gosh, what a place.
I met up with my mate Matt and the rest of the boys and we walked up Fort Barrington. It's only a quick up and down in 30 minutes, named after the Admiral who fortified the fort. Not only did the fort guard St John's Harbour, but it also served as an important signal station to alert forces throughout the island of impending attacks. Fort Barrington is the only fort that sought military action in Antigua. I wanted to get around and explore, and so I made sure I rented a car. Here it is.
So we're just driving to Stingray City where we're going to pit stop off and put on some snorkeling gear and go swimming with the stingrays.
Watch out for the potholes because they are everywhere. Most of the roads were terrible, however, there's not actually that many cars on them. So as long as you go slow, take your time and brace yourself for basically anything to happen, you're going to be sweet. I had a great time driving.
Started pouring down with rain, but it's a water sport activity, so it's kind of fun, and the heat's still out, so it's good crack.
Go next.
Anyone else?
Stingray, da-da-da-da-da.
This morning we are visiting Nelson's Dockyard, which is a UNESCO Heritage Site. I don't know too much of what to expect, so I'm quite excited to just let myself get lost and find out a few new things.
The English Harbour became a focal point for the establishment of a naval base. Its position on the south side of Antigua Island facilitated the monitoring of the neighbouring French island of Guadeloupe.
Sort of just walked in and I'm getting an understanding that what we're going to see is a historic dockyard functioning today still. So for example, just been to the bakery, built in 1776. However, you can still get a coffee and a Danish. So I've gone for a guava Danish now because I love a cinnamon one. Hello birdie, come in, do you want a little bit? Come. See if I can get him on the coffee. I'll put my hand. There you go. Cheeky fucker. He was running my hand and flew off. I don't know if I got that or what a legend. Wait, this is yes. Hang on. Guava Danish is so good, the birds will come and get it. Also, there's like a big American influence around here, so I thought I'd get some Gatorade. I'd be gutted if I didn't get the bird in that bit of footage, so that was cool.
Because of the mountains all around, the harbour is naturally well suited to protect ships and cargo from hurricanes. This is a figurehead, and it lives on the front of a ship to guide it through safe passage. There's superstition and rules regarding females aboard a naval ship, and so it was in vogue to have a sole female presence represented by the figurehead. The archaic people may be defined as a people whose economy was based on hunting, fishing and collecting wild resources, and organised themselves into small bands rather than settling in villages. They used the techniques of chipping and grinding to make tools of stone, bone and shell, and indeed many of these artefacts have been found in the dockyard. Next up was the ceramic age, and as the name suggests, the innovation in manufacturing techniques was the firing of the most practical and beautiful pottery. They brought with them as well some measures of agriculture, with the cassava root as their main staple. Being farmers, they were more sedentary, thus village settlements were established for the first time.
So as you can see from these huge mega boats behind me, Nelson's Dockyard isn't just a pretty name, it's very much a functioning dock for boats to come and moor up, check in at customs and enjoy their time on the Antigua shores.
Look at the size of those caterpillars.
So I'm currently standing at Pillars Bar Restaurant Hotel, right? It's sort of built into the sea. Just look at this garden, for example. Spin it around. And if you wanted to know why it's called Pillars, it's because it's got pillars. But it's very peaceful, and there's something about Georgian buildings that I just love. Doesn't matter whether you're in South Woodford or in Antigua, the brickwork and everything, it's just, it's creme de la creme. I'm just ravishing it and just absorbing it right now, munching on the design. $15 to get in, give yourself a couple of hours. You don't need more than that to do the museum. Quickly go to the bakery, have a look at the gift shop, walk around and just ogle all the lovely boats because they are pretty special. Take in the architecture and the buildings. And that's it then, do you know what I mean? If you wanted to get a bite to eat and something to drink, there's a few options here. It's very cool, worth coming to, but yeah, that's it. Let's go to somewhere else now.
Would it be an Edo travel show without an art gallery? I bought that picture. And that mug made its way to friends for looking after my dog.
Oh, look at this piece of road. Obviously ignore the donkeys, but it looks like a ski bloody... It looks like a ski slope. I am not going up this. This is mad. Look, it's just... It stops and then it goes up that high. It's, oh my word, I'm turning around, reversing and getting out of it and going the longer way. So I've arrived at my destination. It was actually like driving through a safari to get here, but I'm here and I'm safe. And we're at Rakuni tonight, which I believe it means full in Japanese, and it's a Japanese restaurant. And I'm just waiting on a hot dates to arrive. That's jokes, because it tastes fruity and then it reminds you of like nachos from the cinema. But in all seriousness, the thing that's awesome about this is because obviously when you have a drink, your nose gets stuck in, do you know what I mean? And I'm just getting hit with the waft of the jalapenos. So say you're at home making like a drink and you feel like being a bit zhuzhy one night, like contemplate putting some smelly sort of ingredients on the top of the glass, because it makes it feel like it tastes like that, even though like realistically there at the top it's just the smell that's making you like remember, like I'm saying, like the cinema notes. Do you know what I mean? It's quite an interesting, the science behind food.
The Wagyu gyozas stole the show, and I just love sashimi. What I would say though, is we went in the evening. To fully appreciate just how beautiful the restaurant and the surroundings are, you should really go during the day when the sun is shining. Catherine's Café. I've actually done the trifecta of the rock group whilst being out here. That's Catherine's, that's Sheer Rock, Rakuni. It's a great place to come for the day. As you can see, you can get a bed that's nestled right on the beach. The boys all had baguettes, but me and my mate Bumfrey shared a fruits de mer. It was absolutely delicious, delicious.
Take two, learning how to walk. Left and right, that's it.
Nestled high up on the southernmost point of Antigua, the signal post acted as an essential communication point for the island. No phones back then, so they used different colour flags and gunshots to get their messages heard. What a place. You absolutely have to come to Shirley Heights. It's so cool. The food is banging, the vibes are banging, the peoples are banging, the views are banging, the weather's banging. It was just, well, banging. The atmosphere was electric, making for just a special evening for us all.
So this afternoon we are at Friars Beach and we've chartered a boat. I believe that is the boat over there. Let me zoom in. Waiting for us out at sea. So a little bit of Instagram beach reality right now. We're currently stuck out at sea in a rainstorm. They're all hiding. But this is life at the Seven Seas. Come on! Batten down the hatches, my man! The one thing to know about life is that the rain shall pass. But we have to keep going. Fair seas, mon frere! Fair seas!
Anchors down. Safety briefing.
Marion's just give us a top tip for demystifying the goggles. A bit of fairy washing up liquid does the job.
And down we go. Just to see all the fish go and hide inside the coral, you can't even begin to imagine what must be hidden inside there. And that's the venue where the wedding was held.
That's it, bring your lunch. That's cool.
Captain Edo back behind the wheel from the Thames to the Seven Seas.
We've just stopped off at the most beautiful remote spot called Mosquito Cove. Yeah, half peaceful and lovely. It's just wonderful. Take care, bro. Thanks very much.
And just like that, another adventure comes to an end and it's time to go home. This is Jimmy. He was staying at the same hotel as my mates and is a Lovable Rogues fan. Top bloke.